man said, "I'm cheating." Oh my! YouTube, y'all, what's going on with y'all, man? It's KangDooms, and today is a day for the build videos to drop the MyPlayer Builder. I'm gonna be having more dropping throughout later in the day, later in the week, but I did want to get this one out. I figured I made so many builds. I was like, you know what? Let's just make a collab as far as like 5-6 builds that I think are elite, that I like what I did. Like a top 5 pretty much. No order in particular, just based off how crazy they look. If you watching the video, I did tweet out some builds. It's a lot of builds. That I want to say 6 of them. It might be these and some other ones, but like literally I got it scheduled every 5 minutes. Go check out those tweets and see if I made something that you like. The only thing I think I didn't put up was a power forward, but it was kind of tough to make a power forward the way that I like to make them pretty much. But like I said, let's get into the video. So the first build off rip, you're gonna see this everywhere on YouTube. It is the 5-9 build. So of course it gets the craziest stats. Me, I feel like it'll just be deadly in the right players' hands that know what they're doing, that figured out the dribbles, that just knows when to shoot, because it's literally legend badges or nothing, literally. Now I'm saying that because this is when you max out the build. So of course you're gonna have your gold Hall of Fame as you're moving up and potential overall and all that. But this build just has so many 90 stats that it makes no sense. And just off how it looks at first glance, that's what makes this build elite. Quotation fingers. Like just seeing this, like I had to pause it right here when I got to the 99. You literally got 97 3 ball. You can get that 99 once you get your 2 cap breakers. I only put it at 94 pass accuracy just because it's free. Most people will probably just max out their speed with ball using this build. It's a lot that you can do with it that can be OD in so many ways, and that's why this build made the list. And then the shades of Tim Hardaway, Conley, Van Vliet, 2-way 3-level playmaker. You're gonna see a lot of those at that guard build at 6'1", 6'2". Now for me personally, this build it's on the spectrum. Like dang, like this is the build for me. This is what I would use. Of course, I cannot pause it right in time. Well, of course, it being 6'4", that ideal guard height from 24, but with many marksmen in the game, that's what makes it tough in a way, I would say. But I would definitely use something like this at point guard. Just the perfect 2-way. This build gets contact dunks. The threshold for driving dunk is 89 and vertical is 78. Something key to remember with these builds. I want to say, I ain't gonna say it's high or anything like that, but you get your cap breakers. I would put it at 3-point shot so you can get the gold shooting badges. More gold shooting badges. 89 is not really going to cut it because a lot, like I think you don't even get like silver Deadeye with 89. I could be wrong. I feel like I'm wrong. I can't remember the rating off rip. That was something that I did not check personally myself. But this is your ideal guard that can just do everything. Guard ball. Playmaking is phenomenal. Can shoot, can catch bodies, and isn't a liability on defense with the speed, being able to hold its own. Perfect guard build that can guard too. And I like this one a lot myself. The only downfall is the mini marksman. So if you do go down in height, 6'3", you'll actually get more attributes for this build. Shades of is really solid. Anytime I see Damian Lillard, you know it's official. The build is official, man. So, but the LaMelo ball, that's nice too. Like I said, 2-way 3-level playmaker, you're gonna see that a lot. Now this 6'6" lock, I can't even just call this a lock build just off how insane that it looks. Its intention is to be a lock, of course, big body. This lock build is max weight and max wingspan with the 83 3 ball, 88 mid-range. You might have to mess around with that depending on what threshold for the base that you want, assuming that that's coming back. Can cut. Some you can lob to. 90 standard dunk. We all remember the standard dunk. Has way better playmaking, and that's the ball handle, speed with ball, but that's due to agility because those are tied with agility. perimeter defense, and still is in the goal. That's gold glove, gold on ball menace. Challenger, I believe, I want to say is 94 for either gold or Hall of Fame. I'm not too sure, but 92 do seem pretty high for it to be gold. Regardless, it's in the 90s. It's a lock build. But I didn't even get to the crazy part. When I was talking about the max weight and wingspan, bro, look at the speed, agility, and strength, and you get Hall of Fame immovable enforcer. This lock build makes no sense. And then you can get sneaky with the build because it also gets brick wall gold, and it's no telling how OD that is. This to me, I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's up there. When you get, if you can, to have something with 90 speed and 91 strength, I don't think you was able to do that in 2K while being able, I said in 2K, in 2K24 while being able to do something else. The lock build that I made, that's because I went 99 though. Like my steal and perimeter is out of this world, like damn near maxed out. I wasn't able to do something like this, but knocking it down from 99, not having it as high, but in knowing I have cap breakers, for me personally, I'll probably be putting that at like speed, perimeter, steal, get toxic, put that speed with ball. You never know what you might unlock. But this lock build right here, this what, man, official. I like this a lot. Not gonna say it's the best, nothing like that. I can see a lot of y'all using this, especially a good placeholder, a good starter. Mini Marksman is here, the return of mismatch expert. That means them lock builds got to get somewhat shorter, so to negate a lot of things. Best part about that is having high strength, in my opinion, to body them up, and then speed to keep up. And this popper build right here, this is the 4th build. I actually like this popper build a lot. The thing that I kept looking at was the offensive rebound and defensive rebounding. Now that's me more in the comp mindset of that center having to have offensive rebound so they just don't get completely, so they can just keep completely dogging. I feel you can just flip your defensive rebound and offensive rebound on this. I'm not too sure. One thing that changed drastically is also your interior defense. A lot of badges is tied to it that are vital for a center, especially if you run PNR, meaning you have to put that up for brick wall. I believe it was always like that, but I feel like the restriction went up because players were literally having low interior defense on purpose in 24. I want to say like 72 was the threshold, but for certain badges that you want to go for, like brick wall, you have to put it up there. It gets 90 standing dunk. At 90 standing dunk, you get gold rise up. You can shoot. You get any cap breakers, and you got, like, say T-Mac, you got to have like an 87 mid or 88. You can get it right there. Assuming bigs can get T-Mac base, I don't think they can. That one did slip my mind. Pass accuracy, get 2 more, add 2 cap breakers and get bronze bailout. The block is official. You got high flying denial, which I feel would be the best defensive badge and will be needed because you just zoom. The strength, Hall of Fame immovable enforcer. That's I feel the most important defensive badge to have. Like bodying up, not getting moved, not getting bullied. You need that one. So that's due to your strength. Agility isn't as high as you would like it, but it's way better than a taller footer. Regardless, that has to be maxed out because that is your defensive movement. Speed is you moving up and down the court on turbo, just sprinting, running around. Agility helps more with lateral movement, but regardless, it's off ball movement. Still, I believe bronze is at 60 for interceptor, so I probably sold with that one. That's really it for the build. But also shout out to Lily because she helped me with this build. Typically, I'm not like the ideal popper type. I know that's what she loves to make. That's what she hoops on majority of the time when I catch her streams, and she definitely helped me with this build. So like I said, the only thing that I would change personally is, or 2 things, is just get my pass ac up because I just like having high pass accuracy, and flipping the offensive rebound and defensive rebound stat. So I added that last point to drive and layup. Shades of Marcus Camby, Miles Turner, and Claxton. I like the Miles Turner. He was, when he's locked in, he be hooping a 2-way, 3-level scoring threat at your center. And I actually did do a power forward build. For me, this is like a personal build because I'm I'm kind of crazy in how I do my first defensive build. Like, I just want to be able to do everything defensive. That's all I care about. Let me go back. I didn't think it was gonna skip right there. I just want to do everything defensive. I've been doing it since 22 for the most part. This build is just insane. I don't advise you to make it. This is something that I personally would make and how I play, because I know I'm gonna want that legend interceptor. I know I just want to get toxic using that. I'm gonna use cap breakers to max out my 3-ball. The pass accuracy is better than what it was from the build that I made last year, and probably put another 5 on perimeter defense, probably put another 5 on interior. Like, that's probably where all my cap breakers are going this build. My speed and agility is maxed out. Maybe vertical. I can see myself doing that. Like I said, it's just a toxic defensive build that can shoot. If I get away with being able to cut, I doubt I will with 68 driving dunk and 54 standing. But if I get away with it, I will take it. I just want to be a menace. I want to be able to guard ball, and then if we switch, I want to be dropping back in coverage like Chan Bailey, just picking everything off. That's what this build is for. I don't like the rebounding, of course. 78 will work with it. We know how to box out though. This build is pretty toxic, I ain't gonna lie. Just how fast the build is. Get chased down, protect the rim with it. So just, yeah, and now I'm thinking about it, I would just have to put some cap breakers on interior to help. Thinking about it. So hey, like I said, I don't advise you to make this build. This is a me. This is a Doom build. I just want to play crazy, and this allows me to do it. I also like the name that I got. This was probably, I'm not sure if it's been in previous 2Ks. I never seen it before. Draymond, Josh, Smith, Scotty Barnes. I like those 3 names. Versatile stopper, man. I like that. I like that. I like that. So those are the 5 builds that I feel are really good, in my opinion, that I made at community day. You can let me know which one is your favorites. Like I said, I tweeted out even more builds over on Twitter, so you can go check those out. I appreciate the love that I've been receiving, man. So glad I can provide my insight on 2K with the builds, with the gameplay, man. It's going to be more build videos throughout the week up until the release of 2K as well. I believe the next thing we are looking forward to is the City trailer. Yeah, that's coming up. We in a week of, so it can drop at any day now. So Dooms, man, I'm out, y'all. Peace. You new to the channel, subscribe, drop a like as well.